After we married, Alan Sean developed a system. Before he took a new lover, he'd send me a single number. It was his countdown. The number of months he'd amuse himself with his new conquest. He had a thirst for novelty, and 3 months was usually his limit. But a year had passed since his last text. The new girl, Minnie, had grown bold, spoiled by his prolonged attention. She had the audacity to show up at our estate to challenge me. "Do you know what Alan loves about me?" I stroked the Persian cat nestled in my lap, not even bothering to lift my eyes. "He loves that I'm wild," she sneered. "You're so rigid, like a porcelain doll. No man wants that." Her provocations were like water off a duck's back. I remained unmoved. The next day, I had an old woman delivered to Alan's corporate headquarters. She was paralyzed, incontinent, and had been for years. "Your secretary, Minnie, tells me you have a taste for the wild," I announced to the lobby, my voice carrying over the sudden hush. "This woman has been marinating in her own filth for years. Is this wild enough for you, darling?" The office erupted in a symphony of whispers and stifled laughter. Alan's face was a mask of thunderous fury. "Get her out of here," he commanded, his voice a low growl. His security team moved as if divinely ordained, rushing forward. I stepped into their path. "I'm paying her $3,000 a day. It seems a waste to send her home so soon, don't you think?" Alan pulled out his phone and tapped the screen twice. "I've sent you $30 million. You're Aurora Sean. Stop worrying about petty cash." A wave of gasps rippled through the onlookers. "God, if I had a man that rich," someone muttered. "I wouldn't care if he cheated. He could have a dozen kids on the side and I'd personally babysit for the mistress." A cold smile touched my lips. Whenever I showed the slightest displeasure, Alan threw money at the problem. I had always been happy to accept. After all, I'd married him for 2 things: his fortune and his face, which was, admittedly, not unpleasant to look at. His affairs were his own business, but a child was a line he could not cross. I scanned the crowd, not seeing the face I was looking for. "Where's Minnie? If she hadn't enlightened me about your new tastes, I never would have known. I owe her my sincerest thanks." "Minnie called in sick today," a voice from the crowd offered. I smiled sweetly. "Then I'll be back tomorrow to thank her in person." Alan's brow furrowed. He seized my wrist and pulled me toward his office. This time I didn't resist. In the world of adults, there's no need to burn every bridge. Poise, grace, and a gentle demeanor, these were among the reasons Alan had chosen me as his wife. Inside his office, the door clicked shut. "Why are you escalating this?" he demanded, his face grim. "Because Minnie is pregnant." The words came out with a tremor I couldn't hide. I watched his face, a sour, acidic feeling churning in my gut. Alan froze. Clearly this was news to him. Instinct took over and I couldn't resist a jab. "Your little canary is quite the schemer, isn't she? Managed to trap you with a child." He took out his phone again, his thumb moving swiftly across the screen. "I'll have her terminate it," he promised, his eyes fixed on me. I pressed him. "How long?" "A week. 3 days. She's a delicate girl," he argued, a hint of genuine concern in his voice. "She'll need time to process it." In his eyes, I was the easy one, the one who could be soothed with cash and a few soft words. My feelings were an afterthought. Normally, I wouldn't have pushed him. But this was different. Minnie held a weight in his heart that the others never had. My chest felt tight. I rose and walked toward him, straightening the collar of his suit. A small pink brooch pinned to his lapel glittered, catching the light like a shard of glass in my eye. He never wore such gaudy things. It was true what they said. Love could change a man. A thought flickered through my mind. Perhaps I too could find someone to play with. A distraction to burn off this suffocating negativity. The longer she waits, the more developed the embryo becomes.